All right, I'm back with another one of my favorite types of videos, and it is a card hobby shipment video. I did take a little bit of time off from card hobby. I know I actually didn't get the video posted till recently, but I took a couple months off and then decided to get back in and buy a few more cards that had popped up that I saw on there. I feel like I was able to get some decent deals. I actually did get a few more lots again, which I was trying to avoid there for a while, but they all were pretty cheap and were some cards that I wanted. So definitely enjoy going through these and checking them out. So yeah, here we go. Let's get started here with a handful of Michigan players. Some of my, I guess, less common PC guys. So first off, I got a couple Jet Howards. I particularly like this Prism Cracked Ice. Cracked Ice from Optic Contenders. This is numbered out of 23. This is actually the bookend 23 out of 23. So it's a cool one. I also got the Bowman U numbered out of 50, the gold there on the Jet Howard. I have a couple of Mo Wagners here. The first one is an autograph. I actually was tracking this card for a while. I like it in particular too because it is when they were playing the Pistons. I actually believe this might have been a game that I was at. That was at Little Caesars Arena. You can see it up on the top. You got Jaden Ivey in the background with the Sarah Thompson and Simone Fontecchio on the right. Obviously an autograph card, which is cool to get. It is just the base, I believe, out of 99. There are some different versions of it as well, but a cool one to add nonetheless. I also got a Dragon Prism here out of the NBA Hoops product, the paper stock of Mo Wagner there as well. Next up, got some photogenic cards along with a Caleb Houston auto. So the first one here is a Diamond Parallel out of photogenic. The new photogenic just came out, I know, recently, and I definitely am excited to pick up some of those parallels. This one's numbered out of 75. Those always look so good. Here is a Caleb Houston rookie patch auto out of Spectra. It's a really weird patch. This is, again, a beat up one touch, as they usually are when they come from card hobby. I don't know what this is. Is it maybe a sock or something? I don't know. It's definitely a unique looking patch. It's not associated as you would expect from a rookie card, but the Spectra cards are obviously always cool to pick up. This one in particular I like as well, just because it's from Photogenic. This is the base version here of the Photogenic autograph for Caleb Houston. It's cool. It's got Franz in the background, which I always I think it's cool when you get multiple guys that you collect onto the same card there. In a similar vein, we have a auto again from Photogenic. These horizontal ones are pretty cool. I think this year they maybe are vertical, or maybe I'm thinking of a different type. I know the burst rates, I think, are for sure vertical in this most recent years. But this one's numbered out of 75 on the Diamond Parallel of Kobe Buffkin. So a nice one to pick up for the collection as well. And then we have the Isaiah Livers. This is before it was Action Shots. I know the Franz is from this same year. I don't have it from that, but I definitely enjoy those photogenic autos. I unfortunately missed out on the $250 on Panini for photogenic this year, and I'm not going to pay the secondary market, but I would picking up a ton of singles. I did get an Isaiah Livers numbered out of 12. This is the Aspirations Parallel. It is actually extremely bowed here. This is my first time taking it out here, actually. It is very bowed, but that's okay. I'm not planning to sell it. I got it for very cheap. It's very low numbered and rare. It also happens to be his college jersey number there, number 2, which I appreciate there. I'm not going to put that back in the nasty one touch. I will get that into a sleeve for later. And then I also got a Musa Diabate auto, and just a base rookie contenders auto there, which was pretty cool. He doesn't have a ton of autos, Musa. And then this is a really beat up graded card here, but it is a DJ Wilson Contenders Optic, I believe. Or no, I guess it's just Contenders, but it's kind of the hollow version here. The Prism version from his rookie year, his rookie ticket auto. So always like picking up some DJs that is on card, which is pretty darn cool. And it is, unfortunately, is a PSA 9, but not that big of a deal for that, and I got it for very cheap. Next, let's see, I'll go on to some of my Prism cards. So I had a bunch of, this one I have one Karis LeVert card here on top. That was actually really cool. That is a mosaic card. I think I have the Duncan of this as well. This is numbered 1 out of 8. I think this is like the Chinese New Year or one of the other Lucky Envelope, maybe. Yeah, I think it's Lucky Envelope that this comes out of. But I've only ever picked up a couple of the singles when they're cheap, but it looks really good with the color match there for his jersey there for Karis. So I picked that one up, which was awesome. And then I actually found a bunch of lots of the Prism cards from this past year that I was picking up. So I do have a few repeats, but overall it was kind of cool just to get a bunch of them. They were super cheap. So here's you got a bunch of different silvers. These are both Prism refractors on the front. This is just a true silver. This is actually the China edition of Prism, I believe it was, where it's got the name in Chinese. So that one was cool to get. I got a couple of, or just one green for Karis. Got a couple of pinks. These are all non-numbered. Got a red wave. Red, white, and blue. This one's like another red wave. I believe these ones are, yeah, still not numbered. And then into some of the numbered parallels, we got the orange wave, numbered out of 199. That one came in just in one of the lots that I was able to pick up. I did get this one, which is the Dragon Prism. I think I got this one separately. This was numbered out of 88. But I do like the Dragon Prism, and in particular with the teams that have the color match, but I tend to pick it up. Anyway, this is kind of unique. I do have two of the white parallels. This is actually the true white Prism, which looks really good with his jersey on this card out of 175. And then this is the more rare white wave out of 38. I've been able to pick up a lot more of these now recently. I know that I think they come out of like the retail box, so they seem to not pop up quite as often. I did also pick up from a earlier year a gold wave Karis LeVert. This is a non-numbered gold, but it is cool to always get the golds nonetheless. So those are some nice LeVert cards there. On the same trend here, I have a bunch of Mo Wagners that were from Prism. So again, here is some of the silvers, just normal silvers. I got, it looks like, yeah, those are 3 true silvers, it looks like. We got a Prism, we got 2 greens, we got 2 red, white, and blues. And again, a couple of these I got like 2 different lots that came with some of these base parallels, but they had some different, more rare parallels. Again, here's a red wave. This one is a true red, numbered out of 299. And I did get, what is it? Yeah, 3 blues. So we have the true blue out of 199, which I honestly think that's probably still my favorite. I do really like the shimmer, but the true blue obviously always looks good. I got the blue disco, which is numbered out of 150. And then here is the blue shimmer that I just mentioned out of 35, the FOTL version there. I do really like the blue shimmer, but it'd be between that and the true blue for my favorite parallel there on the blues for Mo and Franz in particular. And then I also, for Mo, got the true white out of 175, as well as the white wave out of 38 there, 6 out of 38. So, yeah, a nice good batch there of Prism cards for Mo. Of course, now I have the top-loaded cards on top of the just sleeve cards, which doesn't work so well. And then moving on to Duncan, I actually had the exact same thing that I was able to find for a batch of Duncan cards. So I got the green cracked ice, we got the normal greens, the red, white, and blues. We actually have the China version here on the silver, and then we have a Prism parallel, I believe, cracked ice, pink cracked ice. Here is a regular disco, a normal silver, another Prism, a silver wave. So again, those are actually a lot of differences. I was able to get, I have a ton of the different Duncan parallels now. Here's a blue wave that was numbered out of 125. I believe, are these both the same? I think these are both, yeah, these are both the basketball parallel. So it's 81 and 126. It really just kind of looks like a reddish orange, but I believe it's technically the basketball parallel there on that one. I do have a white sparkle Duncan that I was able to pick up, along with a true white out of 175. The white sparkles are non-numbered, but are obviously very rare and sought after. And then lastly, I was also able to get a numbered out of 10 gold shimmer. I know the shimmers don't go for as much as the true, and I do understand why, but because the true looks good, but this one's number 3 out of 10. The shimmers I do really like. It's probably my favorite of those mainline parallels, other than outside of the true ones. Like, I think I like it better than the disco or than the wave and stuff. But yeah, so those are some nice more Prism cards to pick up. I do have one other one that actually, I think I got this with the Duncan Robinson white sparkle. I also picked up a Bol Bol white sparkle. It just happened to be in the mix there. So I now have that. I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll probably find somewhere to sell it. On another batch here of Prisms. This was the older year of Prism. I got a silver Duncan, a green Duncan, an orange ice, a pink ice, and then this is actually a sweet one to get. These kind of just popped up randomly somewhat recently. I think on like a reward thing, or maybe it was for filled redemptions. I think they call it like the King Snake parallel, and man, does it look awesome in hand. I saw them pop up and like wasn't sure if they were rare or what at first, and a couple of them went actually for low prices, and I missed out because I didn't really know what it was. I'm like, I just can't get this out here. But then now they're all going for much more, but these look sweet. They're non-numbered, but they are pretty rare, and they typically hold more value than your other random inserts. So this one is definitely sweet looking and will look awesome in the Duncan collection. I think that's it for my Prism stuff in terms of my Prism batches. I do have some other Duncans. I was able to get a Donruss here out of 99 on like the red laser, and then an older NBA Hoops out of 99. I don't actually have many of those older NBA Hoops red parallels, so when they pop up, I do like to snag them. I actually should throw, I was meant to do that, I'll throw the King Snake one there in the back. I do have a few other nice parallels here for Duncan as well. This one is a numbered out of 8 from Illusions. This is from a few years back. This was actually 2020, 2021. Really cool. I think this, again, lucky envelope, I believe, on the out of 8, but perfect color match as well. Kind of that maze parallel, definitely a sweet one to pick up. I did get, I'd already had one of these, but the Dragon parallel for Duncan, which was a nice color match, and then I did get the gold scope on Optic, and then a true gold on Spectra for Duncan. Again, as you can see, the Duncans I've kind of gone crazy on. This is 4 out of 10 and 2 out of 10. Part of the reason for that is just his cards are so much cheaper now. He's just kind of fallen out of favor, I know, and now he's on the Pistons, which I'm excited about. But I think, yeah, his market definitely has faded. Not that it was that crazy even. And when they were in the finals and stuff, it kind of got going the most. And because it's dropped, a lot of these cards are now within a reasonable price range, so I'm excited to pick them up. I don't have any plans to flip them or anything, so it works out fine for me. I do have an immaculate collection patch auto here. Again, this nice on-card auto will look really good in the collection. They almost use like the platinum foil on this, which is just so cool looking. And then it's numbered to jersey number, so 51 out of 55. I don't know exactly how all of these ones worked. For Immaculate, it's from a few years back. What year is it? Yeah, 21, 22. So super excited to pick this one up. It'll go with my other higher, I guess, in quotation marks, higher end Duncans. I know they're not crazy expensive, but they definitely are cool nonetheless. It was jammed into a top loader. That's why I have it out of the top loader. It'll be in its own one touch here soon enough. I can throw that one in the back as well. And then my last PC guy, in terms of individual players I have, is Franz. So we got this is a blue fireworks. I don't actually know exactly what this comes out of, but this is for Donruss from this year, numbered out of 85. We have this year's premium stock of the NBA Hoops on the blue scope. This is numbered out of 99. We have the Prism Deca from this year, which I actually really like this design as well, out of 149. I like the Prism Deca product. I think the parallels look really clean. It's cool how it's just like a very lower run of parallels. I know they're all sets that have already come out previously, the designs, but I think it's a cool idea, and I like picking up the singles. This is I believe the artist proof parallel from Court Kings. I actually really struggled to find any of the Court Kings parallels this year for Franz, but this one looks really cool, I think, with the black and blue. Kind of goes well with the jersey that they have going on here in this card, and I really actually liked the design overall. I know it was very busy with the Court Kings logo over here on the right side, but I really like it overall. I did get a Franz auto here out of this year's Revolution. This is, oops, thank goodness Revolution, it tells you on the back. It is the Impact parallel out of 154. Out of 100, so cool one to pick up. And then holy cow, look at this top loader. I mean, that is just absolutely disgusting. But or not top loader, I should say one touch. But in here we have a Franz rookie patch auto. This was the limited version. I'll have to get a new one touch for it. This is numbered 61 out of 99. Again, I like to pick up all the different Chronicles draft picks autos they have for Franz. I actually liked Chronicles draft picks whenever they had a guy that I'm interested in, whenever it was a Michigan guy. Like if they brought that back, I would be super pumped. But I know obviously it didn't sell great, so I doubt it will ever reemerge. But anyways, the last thing I have are some different lots. Most of these are origin cards. I think they might actually all be. I did pick up some lots here that just have some different base cards that came with it. The Cade is definitely nice. I enjoyed picking that one up. Some other superstars, got Tyrese and Embiid and Durant, got a Jokic in there, and then a couple of the rookies that came in here. You had Ricochet, Wells, Topich, Bronny James, Stephon Castle, and then I actually got 2 Rob Dillinghams and a Tijan Salon. So was obviously cool picking up some of those. The Origins cards, even the base cards to me are really, really cool, and I like to grab them when I can. Almost all of these came in lots that included other parallels or inserts. I got a few of the basketball parallels. Again, I'm not trying to collect these by any means, but a couple rookies. I got Matas, Donovan Clingan, and Nikola Topic on the basketball parallels there. Those aren't really that cool to me, but they came in lots that included other inserts, which I really like the Origins inserts. I've never opened Origins, honestly, but I like to collect the inserts on singles. They are very cheap, but they look really good. So the Euphoria ones here was one of mine. I think these are actually all unique ones that I have here. So I got Connect, Jaylen Brown, Lillard, SGA, Stephon Castle, Reece Shea, Jason Tatum, Anthony Davis, Clingan, and Luka Doncic. So again, on Card Hobby, you get these lots that have 1 or 2 of those along with some other base cards, and I like to pick those ones up for really cheap, because I don't even mind getting the base cards. To me, it's kind of cool to collect them as well. I did get a bunch of the Taking the Leap cards as well that came in the lots. I'm not a huge fan of this set, but it's okay. I like the Ron Holland being a Piston, Reed Shepherd, Bronny James, Cody Williams, Matas, and Rob Dillingham on those ones. The Meteor Shower, not a big fan of this year's design on here, but I got a Luka, De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Brunson, and Tyrese Maxey. The last 2 batches I have here, we have the Nucleus cards, which are really cool. I actually wouldn't mind trying to get the whole set. These go for a little bit more from what I've seen. I did, fortunately, actually get 2 of the Magic ones, which is awesome, because I could put one with my Franz set and then one with the Nucleus set that I've got. I've only got, obviously, 3 of these other ones here, but we got the Kings and the Wizards, which has Jordan Poole too, another Michigan guy on there. So I was excited to definitely pick that one up. And then the last batch, which I do actually really like these ones. For whatever reason, they caught my eye this year, and I decided to get a bunch of them. But these are the Origin Stories cards. So some of these came in top loaders, and some of them came just sleeves. So I have DeRozan, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid, Julius Randle, John Morant, Jason Tatum, Kawhi, and then there was an extra Kawhi and an extra Julius Randle that I ended up picking up there. But to me, I really like these. They kind of got the comic book look, which I think is cool. And I also like it when they kind of do the throwback rookie designs thrown into cards. I know that it's probably a little overdone, but overall, I think it's pretty cool. So anyways, that's my Card Hobby pickup here for the month of July. And yeah, I did recently, I took a little bit of a break when I went to ship this, but I have started finding a few with Photogenic coming back out. I have to go for some of these parallels. I felt like, just because they look so good, and I can't resist, I guess. So, and the easiest way to get those is definitely on Card Hobby. So I've started buying a few more. So there should be another shipment maybe in about a month or a month and a half. So anyways, I'll be back soon with something new.